Welcome to Direct RC. I'm Zach, and today we are installing the MLS 1022 axle mounted servo from TORQ Servos. What is up, everyone? My name is Zach, and welcome to Direct RC. Today we have with us the MLS 1022B, the black one. This is the axle mounted servo that was just released from TORQ Servos. We are going to go ahead and install it on this beautiful pearl white SCX24. It is the Lexus, just released not too long ago. Awesome out of the box. However, I definitely think it needs just a little faster servo. I mean, don't get me wrong, for being a stock servo, that is nice. But yeah, so we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna pull that out, show you how simple it is. Okay, so it is pretty simple. What you're going to do is you're gonna actually end up taking out the two front screws here where the shocks are. And those just come out. It's gonna be a 1.3. This is so easy, you really don't even need to take the wheels off. You can if you want. I'm gonna show you real quick how fast this can go down. There's two. All right, so that goes ahead and it drops down the servo, as you can see here, below the front bumper, which is kind of making a little bit of a challenge. The next thing we're gonna do is we're gonna take the servo horn off, which is a 1.5. 1.5. Comes out like that. The next thing you're gonna do is you're gonna pull out these two screws here. These two screws are holding the servo mount onto the axle. Now, why we're just pulling, not just pulling the servo and then we're pulling the servo mount, is because this is the axle mounted servo, so we don't need any of that. So you pull these two screws here. All right, and see, as soon as you pull those screws, it drops that whole axle down. And then the other one is on the back there, just like that. All right, next thing we want to do is go ahead and just follow up that servo line. Go ahead and pull that wire there. Just like that. Well, let's go ahead and open up this box and see what's in it. So what do we have here? Well, we have our servo. It's nice and tight. First off, what do we notice? We're getting rid of these nasty little ears here on the servo mount. So that's no longer there. That's going to help out with the clearance. One thing with the SCX24 is a lot of people complain about how these little servo horn, or these little horns here that attach to the servo mount, always hit on the rails here. So with this, we're eliminating that and completely doing that. And also bring it down just a little bit more. And with the weight of the casing, not only does it look aesthetically beautiful, also adding some extra weight to the front. So not only are you getting a great servo, highest torque rating on the market, but you're also getting a little bit more weight on the front end, which you typically want for that breakovers. So it's like a double upgrade, right? It does include an aluminum servo horn, which you will notice that come with all the new MLS axle mounted servos. They all come with an aluminum horn. It comes with two different options for mounting. So we're gonna go ahead and get that mounted up there. So let's go ahead and get that part going on. Mount that rear link. Now we got that on there. Let's go ahead and put on the servo itself. Okay, now we're going to go ahead and remove this here and put on the new aluminum servo horn that came with this. All right, so now we got the servo back in. Let's go ahead and get the shocks on and make sure everything is lined up before we go ahead and try to mount that horn. Okay, so we got everything on. Everything's good there. Now, what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to go ahead and turn it on. Make sure your trim on your servo is centered. All right, that's perfect. Now, once that's done, you can go ahead and make sure your wheels are straight. And so I don't get blinded here, I'm going to go ahead and turn that back off. Just a little bit of purple Loctite is all you really need, just to make sure that it keeps that screw in place. This servo is got one of the highest torque ratings on the market. You always want just a little bit of Loctite there. And we can go ahead and turn it on and do our final adjustments. All right, so you can see just a little bit of adjustment is needed. Perfect right there. Oh man, look at that, folks, right there. Holy cow, first off, again, another servo. Look at that, look how smooth that is. Fast, just as smooth. So much attention to detail right there with that torque. It's just, look at that, so much. Just nice, powerful. There you go. For $44.99, one of the best servos on the market. Axle mounted, taking away from that, giving you so much clearance. Alrighty folks, there you go. The MLS 1022 high torque micro servo from TORQ Servos. Installed into the new Lexus GX470 Axial SCX24 axle mounted servo. One of its kind on the market. Like I said, $44.99. Now that we have this MLS 1022 servo installed onto the Lexus, let's go ahead and take it out on the rocks and see how it does. All right, folks, thank you so much for checking out this install video. I really hope you enjoyed it. If you have any questions, concerns, feel free to reach out to us at directrc.com. Leave a comment, make sure you like, subscribe, follow.